Good morning, Morgan Maxwell Mountain Lions. Today is Thursday, February 18th, 2021. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silence. Thank you, and you may be seated.
The grab-and-go lunch menu for today is cheeseburger sliders, so be at the bus bay at 11:16 for lunch for today and breakfast for tomorrow. I don't have any birthdays today. Let's go right to our Black History Month moment. Today, we're going to learn about Jackie Robinson, the first African-American baseball player in the major leagues. Let's learn more about Jackie Robinson.
On April 15th, 1947, when Jackie Robinson walked onto the field for the Brooklyn Dodgers, he broke Major League Baseball's color line, forever changing the sport and race relations in America. Jackie Robinson was an extraordinary athlete, lettering in 4 varsity sports at UCLA. During World War II, he was drafted into the Army. He was court-martialed after refusing to move to the back of a segregated military bus. Robinson fought his case. He was acquitted, then honorably discharged.
So he always had a sense of fairness, always had a sense of racial justice and social justice.
In 1945, because the major leagues remained segregated, Robinson joined the Negro Leagues and played for the Kansas City Monarchs. Meanwhile, sports writers from African American newspapers were pressuring the major leagues to integrate. Branch Rickey, general manager of the Brooklyn Dodgers, decided he'd act and began a search for the perfect prospect. Robinson's college education and his ability to endure the racist attacks that inevitably would ensue convinced Rickey that it was Robinson who was the ideal candidate to become the first African-American major league player. Rickey signed Robinson to the Brooklyn Dodgers in 1947. Despite racist abuse from opposing teams and taunting by the crowds, Robinson managed to focus on the game. But the cost was high. He suffered indignities because of a commitment not to fight back. Gradually, he built a fan base, excelled on the field, and then was named Rookie of the Year. Even naysayers couldn't deny his outstanding talent as he led the Brooklyn Dodgers to their first and only World Series championship. When he retired, Robinson turned his attention to the civil rights movement.
He's a frontline participant, lending his prestige and his presence to these causes for civil rights.
He supported protests in Alabama, attended the March on Washington, and was one of the NAACP's biggest fundraisers. Yet Robinson saw civil rights as more than a political movement.
He engages in business and entrepreneurial activities. It speaks to his multifaceted approach: do away with Jim Crow, but create opportunities for African Americans.
By breaking the color line in America's favorite pastime, Jackie Robinson opened the door for integration far beyond the baseball field.
A few announcements today. Reminder, rodeo break is next week, so there'll be no school Thursday or Friday. Also, 8th graders, do you or your parents have questions about course selection for high school? I'll be hosting a drop-in session on Friday during lunch and Monday night from 7 to 8 p.m. Also, my 8th graders going to Tucson High next year. There will be a presentation specifically from the Tucson High counselor on course selection on Monday during 4th period. So make sure you're in class on Monday. And finally, there is lunch bunch today for my kinder 1st and 2nd graders and 5th and 6th graders. We do have art class today after school. If you couldn't make it Tuesday and you still want to join, just go ahead and show up. The Zoom is 671-379-3527. All right, it is Think It Out Thursday, and today instead of a video, I have 2 optical illusions for you. So this is how it's going to work. I'm going to show you the picture. Teachers, if you want your kiddos to work it out, you might want to pause the video and talk through it. If you don't have time this morning to do it, put the answers at the end of the video today. So maybe come back to it as a class this afternoon, or if you don't have time in class but your students want to know the answers, you can just put the link in the announcements for the announcements in your chat, and the students can try to go back and figure it out themselves later. So let's check out our brain teasers today. All right, do you see this picture? Can you find all of the numbers? How many numbers do you see? Write them all down. Remember, you can pause the video to spend some time with this if you would like. Let's go to the next one. All right, I have a picture here and I'm curious. What do you see? Take a few minutes and check it out. There are 2 answers to this question. Can you figure out both of them? Can you at least come up with one? Let me know what you see. All right, again, you can go back and pause it if you need more time. But for now, remember, Morgan Maxwell Mountain Lions practice being safe, being responsible, being respectful, and being kind. It's a great day to have a great day, so I hope everyone has an awesome Thursday. And of course, we'll see you tomorrow. But don't worry, I didn't forget to put the answers at the end. So if you are ready to see what the answers to the logic puzzle are, here we go. All right, if you look really carefully according to this picture, you can get 10 numbers: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. The only one that I think is a little suspect is maybe that 5. If you didn't get the 5, I can't blame you for that. Did you get all of the numbers? You have to look really closely and be a number detective. All right, now for our optical illusion puzzle. What did you see? Did you see a duck? That's what I see when I first look at this picture. See, here's his beak and he goes quack, quack, quack. Or maybe you looked the other way and said, instead of the eye going this way, you looked the other way and you see a bunny. Here's the bunny's eye, here's the bunny's nose, and here's the bunny's ears. These are called optical illusions, and they can be pretty fun to figure out. Did you get it? I hope so. All right, guys, have a great day.